Any type of experience that someone has, been angry at you because you're vegan and you're going against the social norm and things? That ever happened to you, brah?
Are you talking about online? Because I have been offline as well. But yeah, for YouTube, it's mostly just people might just come on, sort of like trolls on the channel and just say really silly things. But my channel doesn't tend to attract a lot of controversy like that, so I haven't had to deal with it too much. It's more the other social media platforms, and when I'm like maybe if I'm doing activism on the street or something with some friends.
Yeah. Because that's something I kind of like to ask. Because there's some stories I've heard that are worse than others. And all us vegans, I think we've all kind of experienced those type of things happen to us in the past. Sometimes I like to ask that is a nice thing to let vegans feel that they're not alone. One thing I'll say is this, and
Yeah.
I want to ask you the same question, but one thing I want to say is this, if you are a vegan that does feel a bit isolated or alone, really subscribe to more vegan YouTubers, because you'll feel so much less alone. You really will. What would you have to say to any vegan that feels a bit, because you know what it's like at first, what would you have to say to any vegan that's feeling a bit alone and things like that?
I would definitely say if they can't reach out to anyone locally in their area, then get online, go to YouTube and find YouTubers that, not just any old YouTuber, but try and discover the ones that you really resonate with. Because as we know, like there are so many vegans that are into so many different things, and so many different demographics and different ways that people become vegan. It's going out there and finding those vegan YouTubers that you really resonate with, and that you can find more knowledge.
Yes,
and
yes.
empowerment to carry on with your everyday life. Even if you are the only vegan or anything like that.
Yeah, because obviously in my reality, I really am the only vegan I know anyway. I know a lot of people, and I am the only vegan. But I am about to meet Tommy Tufo, who's a fellow vegan YouTuber. So he's going to be like the first. Yeah, he's a very good contact of mine. He's actually Pikachu for the vegan podcast. His Pokemon is Pikachu, and he's a very...
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, he's a good contact of mine. He'll become your friend because obviously, like I say, he's part of all those people that I'll be sending you individually. And like I say, most people that come on the vegan podcast, they end up becoming connections, and they end up wanting to be part of the mass collaboration. So yeah, like I say, Tommy Tufo, he'll be a good friend of yours for many reasons. One thing I actually just kind of want to move on is this. See the kind of vegan activists that are not on YouTube, but they do good things for being vegan. Now we've got some vegan YouTuber, vegan activists, like we've got vegan YouTuber beauty gurus, vegan YouTuber bodybuilders, vegan YouTuber gamers. I'm a vegan YouTuber gamer. I feel like I'm really part of that first generation of vegan YouTuber gamers, but what would you have to say to any vegan activist that is not on YouTube? What would you have to say, my friend?
Get on YouTube.
Yeah, get on YouTube. Right,
even if they're not very good with technology, reach out to somebody that could help them.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Don't do this alone, Braz. Don't do this alone. Now, it's lucky the vegan movement has someone like me, because I am literally the connector within the vegan movement, because because it's quite hard to say to someone, as a vegan, become a vegan YouTuber, learn how to rise, start collaborating. But at the end of the day, I am the one that's really making that almost a reality for some vegan YouTubers. Some vegan YouTubers have already said to me, if it was not for me, they probably wouldn't even have thought to collaborate. They probably wouldn't have even met some of the contacts that obviously I've sent them and things like that. They probably would not be able to collaborate for a long time, because the way it kind of goes is that, for instance, if I wanted to collaborate with, say, Vegan Gains, if I had 100,000 subscribers, especially when you start seeing my vegan bodybuilding content and me in real life and my gains and stuff, that would probably be really easy, right? But the reality is, I am very small right now, which means for a lot of small vegan YouTubers, it is hard to kind of get in contact with people to collaborate with that are vegan YouTubers. So basically, like I say anyway, if you're like just a vegan activist and you really are doing it because you want to do more for being vegan, well, if you want to be a vegan activist type YouTuber, that is cool, but just come on YouTube, start connecting with other vegan YouTubers, get the messages out. If you're listening to this, you know, get in contact with me and basically become a vegan YouTuber, because like I say, in the long run, the more subscribers you get, technically, the more you're doing for being vegan. Do you know what I'm talking about there?
Yes.
Yes, the more you're doing. One thing, what kind of vegan YouTuber would you say you are, brah? Like, you know how you get vegan beauty gurus, vegan gamer YouTubers?
Ooh, that's quite a hard one because I enjoy creating content for lots of different things. I couldn't really say I fit one sort of box.
Yeah. Would you say that you're just a vegan YouTuber, brah?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm into things like minimalism and environmentalism, like fitness. You know, I enjoy things like running and yoga, meditation, definitely like philosophy. I also like outside of vegan YouTube, I am sort of heading into a corporate world, so I've got sort of that knowledge. I want to try and gain as much networks as I can within the corporate world, so that when the world really does start going vegan, we can start influencing those with all the money and the power and like help guiding them, to build a more, I don't know. It's just kind of a thing of mine that I'm trying to work on.
Yeah, no,
throughout my-
that's good. And I think before when I asked you, you know, if you had 1 million subscribers, you kind of said how, you know, you kind of you would still do YouTube. You might cut back from a bit of your work, but I think I'm starting to understand why someone like you would possibly still continue that type of stuff. I think I'm starting to understand better. But obviously for the majority, yeah, I'm starting to understand a lot better. But obviously for the majority of vegans out there, you know, if they had 1 million subscribers, you know, they would just become a full-time, you know, even well before that, you know, well before that. One thing I want to say to you is this: do you honestly think that small vegan YouTubers deserve to go through this, having to find it so hard to collaborate with people, having it to, you know, find it so hard to, you know, connect with other vegan YouTubers? Do you think that vegan YouTubers should have to go through this, bruh?
I don't know. It's hard because when things come so easy to people, they can kind of lose gratitude for it. But it shouldn't be as hard, I guess, as what it is, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, because, you know, I've got some vegan YouTuber friends that have been under 100 subscribers for a few years, you know, and I really feel sorry. And I get that same feeling as I do for the animals, but I think, oh my goodness, no, they shouldn't need to go through that, bruh. They are vegan, bruh.
No.
They are vegan, which means if you're vegan, you deserve everything, bruh. You deserve to meet someone like me that will consistently give you contacts all the time. People that know that they will collaborate with you because they have listened to my knowledge, and because I've kind of put them on the straight and narrow, I've got them to kind of get rid of that ego. You know, with some vegan YouTubers so far, like, I've got them to really get rid of that ego and just, right, let's be part of this way to convince the world to go vegan, my friend.
Yeah. And when you start doing it, if you start doing it not for selfish reasons, you start doing it for others, I think that's what can really help you to continue.
Yeah, because I don't, like, exactly, like, you know, because I don't need to do this, you know. Like I say, the majority of vegan YouTubers, they come on my vegan podcast, they become contacts of mine, I think, just because I'm a nice person, and they turn into collaboration partners. But I think with the whole kind of how the world goes vegan knowledge, that is what kind of makes them want to actually be part of this mass collaboration, makes them want to collaborate with more vegan YouTubers to be supported and to support. But, you know, I don't need to do this. I could just continue playing Xbox, but I'm not, bruh, because I truly understand that if it's not for me, this whole mass collaboration might never get up and running. We might know how the world goes vegan, but if it's not for me actually connecting these vegan YouTubers together, the ones that are saying, okay, I want to be part of this mass collaboration, you know, saying, right, okay, then I'll consistently give you contacts, pretty much, you know, on a daily basis type thing. You know, not a lot of vegan YouTubers will do that, bruh. One thing I want to say is this: you know how you've kind of learned in detail how the world can actually be convinced to go vegan with the whole 3-goal structure. Do you think there is any other way to convince the world to go vegan?
Not at this point in time. No. I mean, I think there could be things along the way that can obviously help speed up the process, but it's this core thing that it's really going to be the one that pushes it forward
Yeah.
with the education.
Yeah, like because that's that like because when you think about it, so when I ask some vegan YouTubers that question, some kind of just say what you've said, but some kind of go, oh well, we could go on Instagram and do that, but then I'll refer back to my point about my knowledge on filtering vegans through vegan YouTubing, and they just eventually come to the conclusion, well, I suppose your way is the only way. We do need to convince the education system to change. We do need to get to mass scale numbers on a public level to make that happen, and we do need to do this mass collaboration to actually achieve the magic number one day, and and things like that. One thing I want to say, I just kind of want to mention, I see your channel. What's your kind of consistency right now on your upload schedule, bruh? Because I normally upload every day, bruh.
So when I first started, for a good couple of years, I was doing 3 to 5 videos a week. And then just recently I've gone through a really, I guess, kind of stressful time. I was working full-time, studying 20 plus hours a week, and just a whole lot of other stuff that was going on. So I had to go back to 2 videos of 1 week and then 1 video the next week. And I'm slowly going to start increasing it now to maybe 2 videos, at least 2 videos each week, and maybe more. I'm going to go travelling soon too, so I'm going to have to try and see how I'm going to figure that one out while I'm travelling.
Oh, well, obviously, go on the Network 3. Currently, right now, the Network 3, £25 top up a month, unlimited internet, bruh. Unlimited on your phone.
What's that, sorry?
Like, see the Network 3, they do unlimited internet for phones.
Oh, real?
Yeah, unlimited internet, £25.
And international?
Is it international? I'm not sure, but they should be. But at the end of the day, this is a whole learning curve for YouTube. Because obviously the bigger you become, the more you're going to go through those experiences where you're going to learn, right, okay, how can I continue making videos and upload while I'm traveling? Like for me, I'm getting my new phone, 13 megapixel camera, and I'm having to go through that kind of process of learning, right, what's the best type of cameras and things like that. And you'll learn how to do that. Because the thing is, obviously when I start sending you these contacts, you really will need to kind of be focused when you set up collaborations and things like that. I want to ask you, like, can you do that? And I just hope that you can. I hope you can, because think about it right now. If even when 100 vegan YouTubers come on my vegan podcast and all 100 of them become a part of this mass collaboration thing, think about how much faster the vegan movement are going to grow. Think of how much more accelerated the vegan movement upon YouTube, the core source, is going to be, my friend.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I just wanted to ask, did you ever come across some of the channels that used to collaborate together? They had like a collaboration channel, so there was a couple of them around, but they've kind of stopped.
Yeah, they've kind of stopped. There's a few vegan YouTubers that have invited me into a collaboration channel. I've not been in one so far, but I have got an invitation to be part of one that I'm possibly going to do. But no, I've not been in. One of the ones I know, 7 Compassionate Dudes, and then there was like that 5 Awesome Vegans, but they've all kind of failed. I think for the majority of vegans, we just need to kind of collaborate individually, bruh. What kind of made you think about that, bruh?
I just think because the use of, collaboration a lot through this podcast, it just sort of reminded me that, that it has been tried in different ways, and whether that works or not is obviously debatable.
Oh,
but with saying like this here is slightly different. Like you're saying, it's an individual. You go out and you contact somebody, and they come onto your channel.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The collaboration groups is a bit debatable, but when it comes to collaboration person to person, that's not debatable at all, because that does work.
No.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the more you rise, the more you're doing for the animals, the more contacts I give you and the more you collaborate, the more you're doing for the vegan movement, the more vegan YouTubers that come on for the first time, that learn this knowledge, that just be like the majority of vegan YouTubers, they by the end of it, they want to be part of this mass collaboration, the faster we're going to get to that magic number, because it's just up to the vegan movement. We now know how the world goes vegan, and thanks to me, we're getting that out on a public level because of different vegan YouTubers actually coming on, hearing their opinions on it. Because the more vegan YouTubers that agree with me, the easier it is for other vegan YouTubers to come to the reality of it. Because there are a very small number of vegan YouTubers that have been very slow in coming to the reality of it, and they just end up getting to a point where they think, oh, you know what, the world's just never going to go vegan. But I go into more detail, and eventually they just come to the conclusion, and they say, well, I suppose if every vegan YouTuber, if you can convince every vegan YouTuber to be a part of this, then I suppose we really can reach that magic number one day. One thing I want to ask you is this.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask you is, do you feel that, see vegans on this planet, do you feel that with this knowledge now, you might motivate in different ways vegans becoming vegan YouTubers, like you might see it in a video or something like that?
Yeah, I would like to. I'm quite lucky in the fact that I actually know probably over 50 vegans that live locally in my city. I'm quite socially active with trying to reach out to those that live locally with me. And, you know, it will definitely encourage me to try and get more of those that I know to, you know, that are not on YouTube, to try and get on YouTube. And just, I really want to try and get them on there too. Because they're your mates and stuff, you know, you love them and you really want to, you know, you can see the good in them, you can see what they can provide. And I really want them to be able to start sharing what they've got to say online as well.
That is really good. And like I say, no matter what happens, we will naturally always have vegans becoming vegan YouTubers anyway. But that is good. That is really good. But the one thing is, the biggest thing I come across for the vegans that don't want to become vegan YouTubers, because they will always be out there, the questions that always come up are like, you know, are they going to grow? How can they grow? And things like that. You know, and it's like, this is a big put off, because not every vegan is going to want to go through this. Even though that's the case, we will still always naturally have vegans becoming vegan YouTubers anyway. It's happening. I'm finding more all the time. So you might need to become a lot bigger to convince them to do it, so that they know that they've already got a contact to collaborate with, you know, as a vegan. Do you know what I'm getting at, brah?
Yes, yeah, for sure. Because obviously the better it is that you're doing, the more motivation it is for others to follow in your footsteps.
Yes, you're right. To you is like I say, I cannot repeat this, but like I say, every vegan YouTuber that comes on for the first time on this podcast, they will definitely always go through this how the world goes vegan knowledge, and that is kind of the main thing within the vegan podcast. Obviously after this, we will do different types of collaborations where it's, you know, a little bit less serious, but I really feel, do you feel, one of the things I want to ask you is this, do you feel that how the world goes vegan knowledge obviously now is being developed because of me, but before you met me, did you ever get the feeling that it was always kind of undeveloped? It was always kind of lost, if you know what I mean?
For sure. Like I had talked with friends before about how we can create change, and education is often brought in the mix. But when it would come to us talking about, well, how do we influence education to change, we'd kind of be like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of like, we've got this problem and we found part of the solution, but how do we get that solution into a real proper solution? And like what you've just said really does make a lot more sense. So now I can go back and say, hey, look, I actually think I've got a solution as to how we can start influencing education. Because most of my friends would agree, my vegan friends would agree with me that to create change, education is where it needs.
Yeah, we need to always remember the contradiction is in our favour, folks. It's in our favour, Braz, which means it might only take 50,000 vegan YouTubers all over our amount of subscribers. Kiwibanana, you listen to me, bruh. You listen to me, right? When you think of just what one vegan YouTuber can do with a mass following, I want you to think of the reality of vegan gains. I hope you're listening for many reasons. I hope you're listening. But I want you to think of the reality right now. If there was 50,000 vegan YouTubers all over a million subscribers, you know, that actually could work. the contradictions in our favour. Do you know what I'm getting at with this, bruh? We might, you know, like the reason why I say 1 million vegan YouTubers all over a million subscribers, the reason why I kind of say that is because I know, I am 100% confident that before we reach 1 million vegan YouTubers all over a million subscribers, before we reach that number, we will have already reached that magic number. Do you know what I'm getting at, bruh?
Yeah.
When you
and of course people can't calculate it because it's a bit hard to calculate at this point in time. But that sounds like a safe number to be reaching, to be aiming for.
Yeah, because like I say, when you look at just like my favourite Vegan Gains as well, but it's not just because Vegan Gains is the way he is. It's not just because Freely's the way she is. It's because they've got mass followings. This is why they're doing so much for being vegan. If you had a mass followings, you'll be right up there. You know what I'm saying, bruh? I'll be mentioning you, bruh. But Vegan Gains and Freely and Happy Healthy Vegan, I really feel are like the three main ones for me that everyone kind of needs to look up to and think, right, we all need to get to that stage. But basically, and you think of what just one vegan YouTuber can do with a mass following, and like I repetitively say, you honestly ask me why I put vegan YouTubing as a core source. Do you feel what I've discussed with you, you truly understand why I put vegan YouTubing as the core source, my friend?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
You just get it, bruh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically, the majority of vegan YouTubers, so far anyway, that have come on have been like yourself. They have resonated fast, and they are saying that basically they want to be part of this mass collaboration. They now know how the world can go vegan, and they almost feel a bit excited. Like I say, there's only been like one vegan YouTuber that's been a bit kind of down about it, and I can understand why that is. Right, I can understand why that is, because obviously when you live on a planet where the social norm is non-vegan, when you go out every day and just see non-vegan everywhere, even though being vegan is rising so much on YouTube and on all these other platforms, you do tend to think, oh my goodness, we are on this forever growing path. Like I say, until these education systems change, all of them worldwide, until they change, we will continuously be suppressed on a mass scale. There's no avoiding this. Any vegan YouTuber that's like, oh, I'm sure we can convince the world to go vegan without having to convince it, no. There's no avoiding it. And do you get what I'm saying right there, bruh? The importance, the complete understanding.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you get it, bruh.
Yeah.
You get it.
It's just the way that the world works with the current system and everything. I mean, obviously, if the world changed, something diabolical happened, then obviously we can revisit. Okay, I'm kind of digressing here, getting a bit sort of post-apocalyptic. But you get, like in the current situation, education is the only one. Yeah, and the YouTube.
Education is responsible for what even people think about this planet, bruh. Right? What even people think. Why people, you say you meditate, right? Now, I don't know if you've got to the point where it's real yet, right? I really don't, right? You're talking to one of the most enlightened beings in the universe right now, my friend. I am one of the most enlightened beings, bruh. I honestly, bruh, I'm right up there with Teal Swan, bruh. I'm right up there with, like, Infinity Waters Diving Deep with my knowledge, my bruh, right? I promise you, bruh. Right, because in the future, I want to be a gamer vegan YouTuber, which I am right now. But when I start, you see the videos of me in real life, you see how big my shoulders are, you see that I really am at like vegan gain stage. You see that I'm a vegan bodybuilder as well, but I want to be a vegan spiritual YouTuber. In the education system, they provide the social norm. Now, I just kind of want to quickly ask you about this. Do you know anything about the chakra? Do you know this is the right direction? Have you got to a point where you know your meditation's real?
I'm still practicing on it. But I have reached other, I guess meditation is a good way to go about it. Sometimes, I don't know whether to disguise this online. Sometimes I have used psychedelics and stuff in the past, which really helped to open up things as well.
Yep. There's at the end of the day, if you, when you meditate right now, are you still at this stage where, it's nothing, basically? Are you still at that stage?
At this point in time, when I'm meditating, yes.
Right, but do you know?
I need to practice.
But yeah, I know, obviously. But have you ever met anyone that's kind of told you what happens if you continue engaging with the third eye and the chakra, bruh?
I have only watched some videos online because I haven't met anybody personally yet that has been willing to talk to me about that sort of stuff.
Oh my goodness, bruh. Oh my goodness, are you about to have an awakening, bruh? I would talk to you. I would talk to you off of a public level, my friend. Because this knowledge, this planet is not ready for this knowledge. There is a reason for why when you look up, there is no other planets, my friend. But anyway, we'll discuss stuff on a public level. There's no escaping it, folks. The vegan knowledge does lead to the knowledge of the chakra. It leads to the knowledge of the pineal gland. Infinite Waters, for instance, right? You know how Infinite Waters sometimes brings out a video where he's like, right, this fruit is good for the pineal gland. You know how have you seen those type of videos from the vegan YouTuber Infinite Waters? Yeah, so you kind of know how, you know that if you continue learning about being vegan, it will eventually lead to that type of knowledge, the chakra, meditation, the chi energy, the third eye. You know what I'm talking about, bruh?
Yeah, no, I do.
There's no escaping it, bruh, right? There's no escaping it. The third eye is everywhere, and there's only a select amount of beings on this planet like myself that truly know what will happen if the planet goes vegan, because there's a reason for why I want the planet to go vegan. Why I want my vegan planet, Braz. There's a reason. Because because at the end of the day, if we've got a vegan planet, now some might get this, and I think you'll get this. You understand this, right? You understand this because you're enlightened, bruh, right? But if we've got a vegan planet, then we're going to have a planet where it's the social norm to be awakened to the third eye, to be awakened to the chakra, to be awakened to all the monks across Thailand and the world, bruh.
Yeah, and if the things we could do would be just absolutely amazing. I'm not talking necessarily about technology, but the things that we could take our mind and I just can't even think about it really. But
my friend, you have you have no idea. Seriously, you have no idea. You know, but at the end of the day, what we'll do is this. We will collaborate many times. I will consistently send you contacts individually all the time. When I send you these contacts, because I'll do it one at a time, and you have a talk with them, see if you resonate with them. Yeah. Now, if you don't resonate with them, at least do a one-off collaboration with them, right? Now, fair enough, you're going to meet some. Now, of course, thank you, you're taking it seriously. But sometimes you're going to meet some that you might not like, right? Fair enough, that happens, don't collaborate with them. But for the majority of them, try your best to do the whole consistent collaboration thing with them, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously, the more vegan YouTubers you collaborate with, the more times you collaborate with them, the more it's going to do for your channel, my enlightened friend, my friend.
Yeah, and the animals and the planet and everyone else living. Yeah.
Because let's really take this last part of the podcast to think of these animals, what they are going through. You know something? Do you want to know something? See, when I watched my very first animal slaughter video on YouTube, because normally that's a big trigger for some people, and for the majority of beings across this planet, they are never going to experience that. Unless they watch a vegan YouTuber, they're never going to see what happens to an animal to be made into a food or an object. Now, do I know something?
Yeah, unless you're in a third world nation sort of.
Yeah.
That's obviously a bit different.
Yeah, but do I know something? When I've watched these animal slaughter things, I've seen horses alive being thrown into grinders, bruh, alive. Now, they sell horse meat. They've sold it in this country. They've sold it in multiple countries.
Yeah, I heard that scandal.
Yep, I've seen pigs. I've seen wee lizards being made into shoes. I've seen all animals. Every animal is affected. And it's the vegan beauty gurus that are going to bring out that knowledge on what's really happening to these animals through the makeup industry. Do you know what I'm talking about right now, bruh?
Yeah, I don't even wear makeup. That's how much I fucking hate the industry.
Yeah, and it's these animals that... Do I know something, bruh? Do I know something right now, bruh? Now, what I'm doing, the fact that I've got this knowledge, the way on how I'm bringing it to a public level through the vegan movement, you got to admit, with this whole vegan podcast thing, it's kind of smart.
Yeah.
Because before I thought, right, should I just make one video about this, and just have that as a video? But that's just not going to work. But the way I'm doing it, but the way I'm doing it, this is quite smart. Like the first vegan podcast, they all go through this. Right? That's kind of smart, right? But see these animals.
Yeah.
These animals, do I know something? See the fact that we've got how the world goes vegan knowledge. See how we've got this right now. Now, fair enough, it's still been developed through the vegan movement, right? And with the amount of vegan YouTubers on my vegan podcast, trust me, in the future, every vegan YouTuber should know this knowledge, at least the majority. Because like I say, the bigger the vegan podcast becomes, the more the many reasons for why it's going to be easier and easier and easier to then have more and more and more people come on, like the bigger it becomes. But at the end of the day, the fact that we've got the knowledge now on how the world goes vegan, see if we fail. See if we honestly fail. The vegans across the world, if we fail, bruh, that is the biggest insult to all the animals across the world I have ever imagined, my friends.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, right now, you know, it's alright for us, bruh. It's alright for us. But these animals are cold, bruh. These animals are going through horrific things. And do I know something? All we need to do is collaborate. Something that goes in the benefit of every vegan YouTuber, no matter how big you are. And this is something that the FaZe Clan, FaZe Sensei taught me. I'm a gamer, brah. This is something the Optic Clan taught me. This is something the gaming community upon YouTube taught me. No matter how big you are, you will always benefit from collaboration. Even if you collaborate with someone that's smaller than you. Did you get that, brah? Do you get that right now, brah?
Yeah, well, I like lifting others up anyway. So the number of someone's subscribers is completely irrelevant to me, because whether they're bigger than me or not, I'm still going to be uplifting them I hope to, in some way or form. And
you're going to be benefiting from it. To save these animals, all we need to do is build a vegan rich society. Now, doesn't even 100,000 vegans over 1 million subscribers? Now, obviously, we will continue, as it's infinite. We will continue. But do you kind of understand what I'm talking about? The vegan movement needs to become a rich society.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, bruh. So basically, all we need to do is be there for vegans. All we need to do to convince this planet to go vegan, we need to treat vegans like we would treat the animals. Do you kind of understand where I'm coming from? Do you kind of understand that?
Yeah. We need to be there for each other.
Yes. The day when the vegan movement upon YouTube the day when vegan YouTubers want each other to rise on a mass scale, this is the day when we will truly accelerate the core source of what must happen to bring upon a vegan world, which is vegan YouTubing. That is the day I want every vegan on this planet to become a vegan YouTuber. Because that might not happen. Right? We're never going to have all vegans to become vegan YouTubers, but if I aim to have every vegan to become a vegan YouTuber, because it's just going to be in benefit of them on a planet like this, then that's good how I'm aiming for everyone, so that I should get most people. Because that's something that I'll always promote on my channel. You know, that's something, sometimes, you know, I would say become a vegan YouTuber for many reasons, because it's so important. But these animals across the world, we have how the world goes vegan knowledge. Let's not let them down, because currently we are letting them down because we are failing. Because they are not set free. You know what I'm saying, brah?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that is the case. Now, in my perspective, we need to accelerate the vegan movement like we have discussed. We are rising, but we will never succeed until all animals across the world are free. Until the news cameras are thanking every vegan across the world for truly enlightening them to this knowledge. You know what I'm saying, bruh? So let's all remember these animals. Because I know there's some vegans out there that, you know, they say, oh, I'm not doing it for the animals. And I don't understand how you could be like that. And there's some vegans that do say they are doing it for the animals. But at the end of the day, when we do that, when we think about all we need to do is collaborate with each other, any subconscious feelings that comes into play, so they might make you not want to do that, let's just think about these animals, bruh, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Basically, at the end of the day, you will become a very good vegan YouTuber contact. You have already established contact, and I really hope I become a good friend of you, bruh. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because that's actually what's happened to a lot of my contacts. Almost every single one of them has actually turned into a real friend. And basically, just to really end off this vegan YouTuber podcast, I was actually I'm doing a reaction video when it's getting uploaded after this podcast in my Chakra Minecraft world to Happy Healthy Vegan when they went to Disneyland, right? And I thought to myself, in this reaction video, I've already made it, but it's just not uploaded yet until after this. Well, one thing I said is it would be so nice if there was literally 100 of us, or even 1,000 vegan YouTubers all going to Disneyland. You know, do you know what I mean, brah? All together, brah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But obviously, that is something that just cannot be achieved unless, we all rise, because, for obvious reasons, the way the planet works.
Yeah.
For the majority. Some are alright, some probably could do it, if they could find the time. But it would just be so much, this is the many reasons, right? But that was a nice way to end this also. This is Kiwibanana, and you are on how many subscribers again?
About just over 630.
Right, so basically keep on collaborating. I'll be giving you contacts. Like I say, currently right now, just let me have some more vegan YouTubers go for the vegan podcast before, so I've got a good handful so that I can send you them consistently. And this is something that will never end. And basically, I'm really glad that you understand the obvious, my friend.
Yeah.
Basically,
yeah, thank you so much.
It's cool, brah. It's cool. When you are collaborating, remember to say the link is in the description, even if it's a simple mention for a mention collaboration.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to go into detail about that, but there's many reasons for why when you say this, it's going to be a lot more effective for actually helping the other YouTuber grow and things like that. So basically, if you guys want to check out Kiwi the Banana, I want you to check her out. Go on her channel, and the link will be at the very top of the description. And it has been an honour to truly establish a contact eventually, because I've had you for a very long time, and obviously there's a few setbacks and things like that, and that's obviously why it took so long for me to really get this up and running. But thank you for being patient, my friend, and we truly have established our connection, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on. And it's been really good to finally chat and meet you. And hopefully one day we can meet in real life when I go travelling or something like that,
Yeah, like obviously if you ever want to travel to Scotland, then my door is open to you, my friend. That's what I say to Tommy Tufo. I've got vegan YouTubers that want to do that type of thing in the future. And this is what it's about, braz. Making friendships. Making friendships, brah. Thank you very much. And I will see you guys whenever, braz.